Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. I'm Chris,
And Ralph.
and today we're going to be doing a spoiler review for a movie that came out a few months ago. We were going to do a video on it, but we never got to it, so we are late to this. But oh well, it's still a great film. It came out earlier this year, and it is
The Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
yes. So we saw it in theaters the day it came out. A really great movie. Before we even get into the deep spoilers, a few things that he wants to show you. So at our theater, they had
Comic book.
a comic book.
And a poster.
We have it hanging out. We can't turn the camera right now, but it's a Sonic 2 the Hedgehog poster.
Yeah.
It says 2022 limited edition. So that they had that at our theater. Do you want to do a quick little show of the inside?
So yeah.
Show them there. There you go. Yeah. So it's a comic book. It's leading up to the movie, or it's not really attached to the movie, but it's cool. It's called the prequel.
No, it's different.
Oh, okay. And it says a Sonic 2 cinema experience. Okay, so go ahead and put that back up there. Okay. All right, guys. So before we get started, what are your thoughts on the first one? How did you enjoyed it, right?
Yeah, the first one though, I do think the first one is really good, and this was one of my most anticipated film.
Yeah, for 2020.
2019 and 2020.
So the last movie we saw before the pandemic happened was Sonic the Hedgehog.
And the only movie that I sent to the
Yeah, that was the only movie we saw in theaters in 2020 was Sonic the Hedgehog. We saw it, and then when did that one come out? Like in February?
Yeah.
It came out in February, and then less than a month later, everything got shut down. So that was the last movie we saw in theaters, so that always stuck to us. And then now it's the follow-up movie, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, starring Ben Schwartz, Idris Elba, what's her name? Colleen, who voices Tails, and then everyone else.
Like James Marsden, Tika Sumpter.
Yeah, Tika Sumpter, James Marsden, the human characters within the movie. Alrighty, so before we do a deep dive, what are your overall thoughts of the Sonic 2?
So we know that the movie is actually a pretty good movie. Like few Easter eggs that I know this when I first saw it.
A lot of Easter eggs.
Yeah, few things I just like.
Spoiler! Remember, this is spoilers. We're gonna put it in the title.
Like Easter eggs, like when Jim Carrey robotic said, "I show you the way," which is of course a reference to
the meme.
Yeah, do you know the way?
Yeah. So the movie starts off with Jim Carrey. He's stuck on the Mushroom Planet, and if you know Jim Carrey, which I assume you do, one of the greatest comedic actors we've ever seen on screen, the best physical comedic actors that we've ever seen. He's up there with like Chaplin and things like that. And him as Robotnik is amazing.
Yeah.
Even though people at first was like Jim Carrey as Robotnik, that doesn't make sense. But if it's Jim Carrey, I mean, he could pull anything off.
Yeah.
So that was really cool to see where we had left off last time with the second movie. We have it playing up there. So the movie starts off with him on the Mushroom Planet, and he's trying to survive and figure out how to come back to Earth. And who pays him a visit? Knuckles, who's voiced by Idris Elba. So now we get the main villain and then the second villain, right, quote unquote.
Yeah.
Of Knuckles, and you go ahead and take it off from there.
So yeah, Knuckles though, like for those who haven't, like I'm assuming when he first appeared on one of the Sonic games, he was in Team Robotnik.
He was.
Yeah, when he first appeared.
Okay.
Until when Robotnik took the KSM one.
And then that's whenever he turned against Robotnik. So I've played Sonic, growing up, but I don't know. I guess I didn't follow the lore that much. I didn't follow the Sonic world that much. I know the main characters, but I didn't know that. So that's pretty cool. And they were sticking to the background within the game.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So that's we get introduced to some of our main characters, and go ahead and start it off with Sonic.
Yeah, we opened up and say that, and now we see Sonic like preparing for a Batman style heist, which is the bank robbery.
Yeah, so we see Sonic. He's in Seattle. That's just the nearest big city near him where he lives, and there he's just trying to defeat crime. But in classic Sonic ways, he's destroying a lot of things in the process. So it's kind of like his heart's in the right place. He is doing good things because he's stopping bank robbers. But in the meantime, he's also causing thousands and thousands of city damage because of how reckless he is. But that's a cool opening scene to the movie, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and then so we see Sonic. He's doing good things, where he's messing up along the way in a way. And then go ahead and what happens after that?
So after this disaster effect one we is out
Hmm.
of the so after he stopped the bank rebellion sentence of destruction that happened,
Yeah.
he went back to Green Hill Zone and tried to resume and to get some sleep until Ozzy the dog shows up and takes it to a character shows up letting the sign know that it's time for Sonic, Nick, and Tom Wachowski having a talk on the boat.
Yeah, so Tom needs to have a talk with Sonic just to tell him like, hey, you're still a kid, you're still learning. I can be like your father figure. And Sonic, he's resisting because Sonic's like, I'm Sonic. I have these super speed powers. I don't need to listen to you. All these things like that. So that's kind of like one of the main notions of the story is that Sonic is immature, because he is, he's younger. He's like a kid basically, and it's him, trying to figure out who he is as a hedgehog, and things like that. Okay, so what's like the main premise of the movie?
So Dr. Robotnik and Knuckles team up try to find the Master Emerald.
And what does this Master Emerald do?
Basically, like, if all Chaos Emerald were formed into one big Master Emerald, it contains powers.
And whoever's carrying it, you know, becomes really, really, really powerful.
Yeah.
And that's what Doctor Robotnik is going for. And he's basically using Knuckles, even though Knuckles doesn't realize it at that moment. He's using Knuckles to try to get him to the emeralds so that Doctor Robotnik can possess these powers. So that's like the main focal point of the whole movie is trying to stop Robotnik from collecting these emeralds, and then I mean not Sonic, Knuckles kind of being manipulated without knowing he's being manipulated. Okay, so we have that going, and then Tika Sumpter and James Marden's characters, they leave to Hawaii for Tika Sumpter's sister's wedding. So they leave Sonic alone by himself, and Sonic's messing up the house, right?
Yeah.
He's having a party
Like,
by himself.
yeah, a house party for himself and the dog.
Yeah, so him and the dog are having a blast. And then one thing leads to another, and then who shows up at his doorstep?
Dr.
Doctor
Robotnik.
Robotnik shows up, and who kicks Sonic's butt?
Knuckles.
Knuckles hits him so hard,
Yeah.
and that was probably whenever we see Sonic, get ready to like rev up and go against Knuckles. That was super powerful to see those two go at each other, and then Knuckles, beat Sonic at first because Sonic has never met anybody to that power. But while all this is happening, who else landed here on Earth?
Tails.
So Tails, who's voiced by who?
Colleen.
Carlene.
Who also voices Tails in the games.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool that they were able to get a voice from the games to put her as Tails within the movie. Obviously, I mean, like for a lot of the main roles, they're gonna get giant, big celebrities. Ben Schwartz as Sonic, Idris Elba as Knuckles. But their voices work. It worked for me. Does it work for you?
Oh, it does like depends and who's perfect for the character.
Exactly. It's kind of weird sometimes whenever they get like a big name celebrity who you can tell they're just in it for just, obviously it's money. I mean, it's a job. But it's cool to see actors who really, really care for these roles,
Yeah.
but to voice these characters and, to put life into them. That was pretty cool to see them on the screen with their voices. And then we have Tell shows up who helps save Sonic in a way to get away from Knuckles and Robotnik. So now we have Tails and Sonic, they're going after the emeralds too.
Yeah, but first they have to stop up on Wade to figure out why is he here or why he's looking for it.
Yeah, so they talk to Wade, and Wade tells them what's going on, and then we basically move on. It's not a big plot. Wade's not that big of a plot point.
Except if they found the location.
Oh yeah, that whenever they went to Wade, they were able to find the location, so they were able to get some directions. So now you have Tails and Sonic on their way to the Emeralds, and then you have Robotnik and Tails on their way to the Emeralds, and it's a race. They're both racing to the Emeralds, and that's the middle ground of the movie.
Yeah.
The middle part of the movie is them going towards the Emeralds. So throughout the way, we have a cool dance party, a dance battle with Tails and
Sonic.
between this bar. I don't know what country it was. I don't remember. But that was a fun scene, right? Go
Yeah.
ahead, talk about that one.
So yeah, yeah. After they were trying to over, of, try to dance though, but Tails can't dance. So until Sonic put this music on,
Yeah, it was Uptown Funk.
yeah, Uptown Funk, and then after the man dancing, Tails makes some holograms of himself.
Oh yeah, so Tails, excuse me, Tails was able to holograph himself, and then they're able to win the dance battle. And what were they getting again? I forgot.
Our family got spent a night there, and of course, they lost the map.
Yeah, the map landed in someone's hands at the bar, so it was a cool little dance battle. And what happens after that? Remind me, I forget.
So after the dance thing, which is they made a deal, if they win, they could spend the night there. Since that night was very cold.
Yeah. So we get them staying there, and then after that, they go to a temple, right, at a mountain near the area that it's a bunch of snow. We have Tails and Sonic there, and then as they're there, they figure out where the actual emeralds are.
Yeah, the place where Long Claw hidden.
Yeah, Longclaw is who helped raise Sonic and who helped whenever she was about to die. She saved Sonic's life by sending him to Earth or to other locations. And while they're there, they get met up with Robotnik and
Knuckles.
So go ahead and tell them what happens there.
So yeah, yeah. Then they try to get the compass.
Oh yeah, they're looking for a compass, right?
Yeah. Yeah, but then there's like this snow or like
Avalanche.
This big avalanche.
It was caused by Robotnik.
Yeah. And then as they were snowboarding, Sonic said, "Oh wait, the Winter Soldier."
Oh yeah, there's a lot of cool little references to different pop culture things in that movie. So we get a cool chase scene down the avalanche between Knuckles and Sonic and Tails. And then while all that's happening, um, Knuckles is starting to realize that Robotnik has no honor. And the reason why I say that is because Robotnik has the honor. But, you know, Knuckles is a warrior. Knuckles is a fighter. He has honor. He has a code. So in the middle of this chase scene down the avalanche, Tails gets really hurt. Like, really, really bad. And Tails gets hurt. And then on the other side is the compass. And the compass leads to the emeralds. So Sonic has to make a decision. And he chooses Tails. He's going to go save his friend. Because that's who Sonic is. And the compass is there. Robotnik picks up the compass. He's like, "Come on, Knuckles, let's go." But Knuckles, he sees this, and he sees like he even asks Robotnik, "Why didn't Sonic go for the compass? He saved his friend." And Knuckles is starting to realize like maybe Robotnik is not that good of a person at all, because that's what I'm saying. Knuckles is being manipulated. So now, and while all this is going on, like I had mentioned, in Hawaii is the wedding between Nika Sumter's sister in the movie and her fiance.
Yeah.
I'm using quotes because we're going to find out what happens with them. So, you know, the sister does not like Tom at all.
Yeah.
She hated him in the first movie, and she still hates him in the second movie.
Yeah, and then there's this thing like, "Oh, give me a hug. If you destroy my wedding, I will end you."
Yeah, so she's faking. She's gonna fake like him, but she doesn't like him. She still hates him. So the wedding's going on, and while all this is going on, it's the reception. Like, you know, you have the sister and her fiance on the stage on this beautiful beach wedding in Hawaii. Everyone's wearing white. Very beautiful wedding. And then one thing leads to another. One of the rings opens up a portal because Sonic is like, "I need your help." And an avalanche comes in and destroys the wedding.
Yeah.
The sister's mad at Tom for the obvious reason because he messed up her wedding.
Yeah.
But at the same time, Sonic and Tails show up at the wedding because they came through the portal. And then the fiance turns out to be an FBI agent.
Yeah.
And all of his guests are also FBI agents. So it turns out, sadly, that he never really was going to marry the sister. He was just faking the relationship to try to get close to Tom and Sonic as close as he possibly can. So we have that going on, and then Sonic and Tails both get captured.
Yeah.
And as they're captured, on the other end, you still have Knuckles and Robotnik going towards the emeralds. So now, so throughout the movie, we've been focusing on the characters
Yeah.
Sonic, Tails, Knuckles. We've been focusing on the main characters of who we came to come see. But we took a break for a little bit to focus on the human characters. So now the human characters have to save Sonic and Tails.
Yeah, which is take a scepter and the sister character
Mm-hmm.
trying to get a tongue, Sonic and Tails out of here.
Out of the prison
Yeah.
that they made there. And now we see a cool, badass sequence of the sisters saving Tails, of Tika Sumpter saving, Tails and Sonic. And, in the process, the sister obviously is mad at the fiance because he lied about everything. He's an FBI agent. And, they free Tails, Sonic and Tails, they go to the Emeralds. And then we have this fun sequence of the sister, like, traumatizing her fiance.
Yeah.
And then he confesses to her that what he did was wrong, but that he actually does have feelings for her. And then they kind of made up. One thing led to another, and that's pretty much the conclusion of the wedding.
Yeah.
There was really nothing else that happened at the wedding in Hawaii. So now we have Tails and Sonic. They show up to where is it that they showed up? It's like a temple or something like that.
Sonic shows up in the temple.
Yeah, and this is probably the most video game part of the movie, where you have Sonic and Tails going through this temple, and it looks like
it's just Sonic.
Oh, it was just Sonic. Where was Tails at? I forgot.
He's trying Tails over there trying to be healed.
Oh yeah, so Tails was still hurt. So yeah, you have Sonic going through this temple, and this is the most video game part of the movie, where it feels like a level, right? He's going through different parts, bouncing off of things. You have a bunch of sound effects from the video game, where that was pretty cool. And then what else is going on at this time?
Meanwhile, with Robotnik and Knuckles, as they try to get through like a bunch of traps in there, they won't manage to get through it. Except one thing they have to get through is the maze.
Yeah, there was a maze. There was a bunch of stuff that they had to go through. Like I had mentioned, this is like the most video game part of the movie because there was like levels that they had to go through, and it was very reminiscent of the games. So that was really really cool, especially if you're a gamer and you like the Sonic games. And then one thing led to another. There's confrontations, and then there's a quick battle between Robotnik. Robotnik turns on Knuckles.
Yeah.
Obviously, I mean, we all saw it coming. But Robotnik turns on Knuckles, and Knuckles feels super betrayed. And then now so Robotnik gets hold of the emeralds, and he leaves.
Yeah.
And after he leaves, you have Knuckles and Sonic talking. And go ahead and then talk about their conversation.
So as in the temple was collapses, the Sonic was trying to save Knuckles, prevent him from drowning. But then as he rescued him, and Knuckles did rescue Sonic. Of course, Sonic cannot swim.
Yeah, because they were saving each other, Knuckles and Sonic.
Yeah.
And then they start having this conversation.
Like why do you save me? Oh, Knuckles said, why do you save me?
And then Sonic tells him because that's the great thing to do to save you. And then they both talking about their childhood. It turns out Knuckles' father died the same day as Long Call, who was Sonic's mom, basically.
Yeah.
So they both had tragedy in the same story. So they both, had this very, very large, relationship and something in common that they both love. They both lost their loved ones the same day. So automatically they have this connection that no other people have amongst them two, because they lost them in the same battle. So now we see Knuckles join up with Sonic and Tails. Tails is healed, right? He healed up at this point.
And then got the tornado.
His turn. What's that?
It's basically like the red plane.
Oh, his plane. Okay, I didn't know that. Okay, I knew he flew, but I didn't know the name of it.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we have Tails, Knuckles, and Sonic as a team. So cool.
Just like Sonic Heroes that was released early 2000.
Yeah. Oh, the old cartoon.
Oh, the game.
Oh, it's a game. Okay, I didn't know that. Sorry, guys. And then we got Robotnik gets hold of the emeralds, and who's his sidekick?
Agent Stone.
Agent Stone is helping Robotnik throughout this whole time. Agent Stone you know,
Works at a coffee shop.
works at a coffee shop at Discover, and Robotnik is super OP. He has these powers unlike no other because he has the emeralds. He can change alteration. He's basically Magneto, but Magneto only controls metal. Robotnik can control everything. So he builds this giant Robotnik robot,
Yeah, just like the game.
just like the game, but big,
Yeah, very big.
like 100 times bigger. And so now he's destroying Evergreen, and his plan is to destroy the planet. Obviously, Robotnik is not a good person. So now we have, probably one of your favorite parts, right? The team up. Go
Yeah,
ahead and talk about the team up.
yeah. The team up now, that is really great to see in film. Where Sonic, Knuckles, and Tails try to stop the Wasp as robots,
Hmm.
and then yeah, man, just it kind of feels like Sonic Heroes indoor. I haven't played the game, but I just saw the gameplay.
Yeah.
Yeah, as if they were trying to go to the giant robot to get the out.
Hmm.
As if when the Sonic distracting, meanwhile with Tails and Knuckles try to break in.
Oh, inside the robot, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then they will manage to get the massive emerald out of Robotnik.
Hmm.
But now since Robotnik had the control with like bunch of controllers, since he used the emerald to control everything,
Hmm.
like basically kind of like multi capture.
Yeah, like whenever he swung his right arm, the robot's right arm swung.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but since they took the emerald away from him, he had to use like bunch of buttons and stuff.
Yeah. And then, so what happens next with Sonic, who gets a hold of the emeralds?
Yeah,
Well, he gets saved by Tom and Tika Sumpter's character. Um, a very emotional moment. And then what happens whenever he captures the emeralds?
the emerald just breaks.
But then what happens to him?
Oh yeah, after like some great some emotional part,
Yeah.
boom, he turns to Super Sonic.
Super Sonic, Super Saiyan Sonic.
Yeah,
He turns yellow. His fur's all yellow. He has glowing hair, and he beats the crap out of Robotnik like that.
yeah.
Super super fast. Saves the day. Robotnik, you know, falls in his explosion for his robot. We don't know if he's alive or dead. We don't know. Sonic saves the day. Sonic starts getting what from the sky?
Chili
He
dogs.
starts ordering chili dogs from the sky, and then
And then just like that Knuckles side.
yeah, Knuckles was upset. And so you had Knuckles, Tails, and Sonic save the day. Sonic, especially, was supersonic. Robotnik, gets lost in the destruction. Agent Stone escapes, and we have like the conclusion of the movie. We have Sonic and Tom see eye to eye. Eventually, Sonic realizes that he's matured over the movie. Um, Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles are friends now.
Yeah, and then the ending whenever they play baseball.
Yeah, at the very end of the movie, they're playing baseball. It's a sweet scene. It's just to show that they're a family now, everyone together. They still have the emeralds, and then that's pretty much it. That's the movie. Credits roll. We're super satisfied, and then talk about that mid credit scene.
This kind of scene, as in scene when they would try to erase the Robotnik that database from the office,
Mm-hmm.
but they found this file that was happened 50 years ago, which is of course,
Shadow.
yep, Shadow the Hedgehog. For those who haven't read plays a Sonic Adventures 2, basically Shadow the Hedgehog was basically like a clone medicine for a character named Maria.
Don't go too deep. Don't
Yeah,
go too deep.
spoilers.
Spoilers. Don't spoil the
But
spoilers.
but he been created by Dr. Robotnik's grandfather.
Oh, I did not know that. That's spoilers, Ralphie.
It's the game.
It's in the game, so
Yeah.
it's not spoilers. Okay, but yeah, so that's gonna be the third Sonic movie. It's gonna Shadow's gonna be in it. So, but yeah, that's the movie. Anything else you want to add before we wrap up?
So yeah, some Easter eggs reference I noticed.
Go.
Like with Sonic State and it's the way. West Fester won the best voice shows.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Oh, which one was it? It's the word. I don't remember, but
And I know that show is made by Peacock.
was it Parks and Rec?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Parks and Rec. Yeah. So yeah, overall the movie was so great. Compared to the first one, I like this one more than the first one.
Yeah.
Because it was a lot of more video game elements.
Yeah. And also a big fun fact though, the Supersonic was originally gonna be in the first movie, but Jeff Bezos decided to remove it because he felt it's too early to show it in the first movie.
Exactly. I remember you telling me that, and that was a good move because it was a good thing to save for the second movie. Obviously excited for the third one, right?
Yeah, and they confirmed Knuckles the TV series.
Knuckles the TV series is going to be on Paramount Plus. That's going to be super fun. Um, Jim Carrey, he had mentioned around the time that the movie was coming up that he was going to retire. So obviously, it's his decision if he wants to come back or not. Me personally, I hope he comes back. He's awesome as Robotnik. I think it's a great role from him. He's obviously hilarious. He made me laugh the most throughout the movie.
Yeah.
A lot of his jokes, a lot of his comedy that he did with his face and his hands, it was just classic Jim Carrey. So I love to see him come back. If he doesn't, obviously it's his decision. But I'm sure everyone else is gonna come back for the third one.
Yeah. And then people are wondering who's gonna voice Shadow.
Yeah. If I had to pick, if someone who I would like to see voice Shadow, Jared Leto, Morbid Time. No, I'm joking. Hugh Jackman would be cool as Shadow.
Yeah.
Hugh Jackman, Jack Black,
Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves. All right, guys. Well, thank you for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. We'll see y'all next time. As always, I'm Chris.
And Ralph.
Peace.
Oh yeah, the rating.
Oh yeah, the rating. We'll do the rating real quick. Out of 10, what do you give this?
Like a 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10. I'm with you. 9 out of 10.
Yeah. Plus, without the first film, the second film to the TV series is without this one change.
What?
The Sonic All Design.
Oh god, Ugly Sonic. Chippendales. We'll do a review for that one. All right, guys. So that's the wrap up. Again, I'm Chris.
And Ralph.
Peace.